Hey guys, Fatigu here, and I'm back with another Starcraft 2 Shoutcast. This is the fourth game of a best-of-5 series between DuckloadRa, more so known as Whitera, and Sjow. And this is the finals of the IEM European Championships. This is the fourth of 5 series. Right now, the score is Sjow is up 2-1. Whitera taking last game with a great offensive move with 2 proxy pylons to just pound in the reinforcements to constantly keep pressure at the front door of Sjow. A great move by him. We've seen great play by both sides, but both have used the exact same opening and build order every single game. So hoping to see a little bit of a variation come game 4 here. And what do we got here? We got Whitera spawning as the blue Protoss this time on the left side spawn. I'm called the left side spawn. And we got Sjow spawning as the red Terran on the right side spawn. And of course, again, we have the supply depot and the pylon going down, mirrored, but the pylon is built a little bit off this time, not exactly on the left side of the nexus on the supply line. So that is that's a little bit of variation. That is a little bit of variation. Now, guys, when I say, like, change the build order, I know these guys are pro players. I know these guys know what they're doing. I'm just saying, I'm just doing it as a joke. Maybe one of them will choose to SCV rush. I don't know. Just understand the joking matter. I'm not trying to undermine these players at all. They're both fantastic players, and that is why I chose to cast the series, because I love watching both of these players play. And casting these guys is just awesome. It's just downright awesome. As we see the gateway and the barracks going down right near the entrance. Now, this is... Scrap Station is a very interesting map to wall off on, because you got such an enormous ramp that you, in fact, kind of have to narrow it down a little bit so that when your enemy's units come rushing in there, they almost have to go down a narrow hallway, which is a good move, because then they're all boxed in. It's just like boom, 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 open fire, and they're all gonna die just in a straight line. And splash damage and everything, good move. And that gateway is finishing. Are we gonna see the cybernetics core go down for Whitera? There's a pylon. Are we gonna see another cybernetics core? We will. On the other side of the entrance to his base. Interesting. As we see another supply depot going down to the back of the supply line. Sjow trying to get visibility of his base as this command center is almost finished morphing into an orbital command. Trying to get visibility of his base because Whitera this series has been very much enjoying the warp prism. So he has to watch out for a Protoss drop, because those have proven to be very effective against Sjow's defensive, especially when he rallies his troops in the middle of the map going on a very strong offensive move. So he wants to get very high visibility of his base, so he will know when one of those is coming, so it's not too late and his economy isn't too damaged by the time he would bring his army back to defend. So we don't see the barracks going down on the other side of the base, which is pretty interesting, because I would expect him, I mean, even as a Terran, to want to narrow it down a little bit, but we do see the barracks just going on just out of the blue, just, you know, just right there. We do see a probe moving across the map to get some scouting information there, and we do see a zealot, looks like it's moving towards the watchtower, just going for a very open push. Probe Zealot open push, I don't know. Could be very interesting, but nonetheless, we had the Zealot camping at the watchtower to gain some scouting information over the middle of the map. And we do have this barracks finishing right now. As a reactor goes down, we have a tech lab on the first barracks with a Marauder and 2 Marines out on the field right now. So it looks like there is a gateway going down here. So it looks like Whitera is going for almost a complete wall and leaving, again, that narrow hallway down there that only a few units will be able to cross through and kind of like a line right now. As we see the cybernetics core chrono boosting out warp gate technology, and we see this little army here moving out to try to gain control of that Zelnaga watchtower, but there is a Stalker and a Zealot there already, and that Marauder will be sacrificed to the Zealot while the Marines get away. As we do have another Marauder in production, this reactor is in fact finishing back at the main base of Whitera, and I'm getting a little bit of lag right now. Of course, finally, in the grand finale game, the last game of the series, I get a little bit of a lag spike, but it seems like we are back up to speed right now. I apologize for that, but no problemo, no problemo. It seems like Whitera is in fact rallying all of his armies to that watchtower. It is indeed so, as these are now morphing in to warp gates. It looks like he will proxy a pylon somewhere in the middle of the map as he is moving his army even closer still, as we do see the proxy pylon right there on the high ground. Very out of visibility, so I mean, when Sjow moves his troops down, he's not going to see that there right away. Very out of visibility, and he can warp in his units right down there on the warp ground. Warp ground on the ground. The warp ground. The ground is the warp ground. Okay. You do see another proxy pylon right there, right outside of Sjow's base. So we are really looking to see some very high offensive play from Whitera this game. If we do remember, last game, he in fact won the game off of his constant reinforcements through his proxy pylon. So will we see a repeat of last game with this game with the proxies, where Whitera can take it with constant reinforcements through the front door that Sjow just cannot handle? Be very interesting as we see this Whitera army now moving up into the front door. We see another proxy pylon going down, so we can just get reinforcements right there. We see the sentry force fields going down, so they're trying to block out. We see every SCV moving off the line for Sjow, trying to stop this very early attack from Whitera. See the Marines shelling away on the other side of the force field, really able to pick off some of the army, but the Marines are trapped right now as the Zealots are free to open up Blade Slash for that Marine army as the SCVs are being pulled off the line, trying to flank the Zealots a little bit. I don't even have a tab open this game as we see 19 units lost already for Sjow, but all of Whitera's army has dwindled from that attack as he is trying to warp in more enemies, but they are just being defeated as he is in fact kiting them with his little squadron he's got going on over here. Looking at the production tab, nothing except the robotics facility, and now Sjow is free to take out all these proxy pylons and launch a counterattack on Whitera because he pretty much went all in on the attack right there. All these proxy pylons all in. Whitera pretty much has nothing left right now. Looking at the resources tab, very small economy, not enough to warp in an efficient amount of troops to defend this. And they're in fact going down to attack the destructible walls. That's almost kind of the long way in a situation like this, where you want to do a quick counterattack while your opponent has nothing, but nonetheless, he will be going right cut through the middle of the map, through the destructible walls, trying to get a one-way pass straight to Whitera's base, and Whitera has saved up a bit of more sufficient amount of minerals, as he will be trying to defend off this impending Terran threat that is coming, warping in more units to defend his base. As you see this destructible wall's health dwindling, as Whitera has seconds to spare before an attack will be launched on his base. As we see the last destructible walls go down, and this Terran army will be waiting for a few stragglers to move in here. We do have some SCVs coming in for the attack, so this is an all-out offensive attack on Whitera's main base, as we see this Terran unit moving up in here. Even the SCVs, even the workers are involved on this all attack. Moving out, has to move through the narrow hallway though, as force fields will go down right on the ramp, setting in the SCVs first as sort of sacrificial lambs being the pick off. We have a factory moving up here for scouting, I guess. I'm not so sure what's with the factory, but oh, the force fields going down right, oh, blocking all Terran units from moving into the main base. But there goes the cybernetics core as the Terran armies are stimming up and moving into the base. I'm not sure how Whitera can defend this attack. Moving all of the probes off the line of the probes might just be able to defend this attack. But again, to stim Marines and Marauders, I don't think so, as every probe that is moved into the attack will in fact die. Those warped in Zealots will die. Only a couple Stalkers, an Immortal, and a Sentry left. The Immortal goes down, the Stalkers are going down, the Sentry is going down, another Zealot being warped in, but it is just not enough as the last few probes are being moved off the line. Just Whitera trying to save his life in this tournament, and there's the GG. Sjow takes the IEM European Championships 3-1 in a best-of-5 series. So thanks for watching this series, guys, especially if you watch the whole series. Please comment on my videos. I love your feedback. Your comment only helps my videos. And, of course, comment on how I can improve my shoutcasting. Shoutcasting is something I vastly enjoy doing. And, of course, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more of my videos or more videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.